What's up, my Century Gunnets? It's the Sunshine here. So this is my review of WWE Money in the Bank 2022. So the first match to kick off the pay-per-view. That's right, I call it a pay-per-view. They call it a premium live event. Anyway, so the first match to kick off the show, we got the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match. So the competitors in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match are Asuka, Alexa Bliss, Becky Lynch, Lacey Evans, Raquel Rodriguez, Liv Morgan, and Shotzi Blackheart. You know, they call her Shotzi, but for this review, I'm going to call her Shotzi Blackheart. That was stupid, like, shorten her name. It's how pussified how WWE are, you know, like, can't call her Blackheart. You know, she's been using that name in the indies. You know, she had a cup of coffee in Impact Wrestling. Anyway, enough story for another time. Anyway, so the match was good, but I don't really call it an old school Money in the Bank ladder match. You know, it's like the reason why I say that, there've been better Money in the Bank ladder matches in the past, but I don't really call it like an old school classic. But anyway, the match is still good. Got some physical bumps, but yeah, you can tell they're not really taking a lot of risk. I feel like this match is kind of like toned down because they told them to tone down the style. You know, I understand why you don't want to get badly injured. Anyway, so one moment of the match, Becky kind of like did like a leg drop off. There was a tallest ladder outside the ring. Asuka was on another ladder between the announce table and the ring apron, and she did that move off the tallest ladder onto Asuka onto another ladder between the announce table and the ring apron. That was after when, like, one more of the match, you had Raquel trying to powerbomb Asuka through that ladder. You know, try to recreate that spot from that Money in the Bank ladder match from 2011 when Sheamus powerbombed Sin Cara. Anyway, so there's one more of the match. So there's one spot like they're putting the women doing a tug of war spot, you know, and then there was a ladder near the corner. It's hard to explain it without the image, you know what I'm talking about. There was like a ladder like slided into the other corner. It was the right bottom side of the ring. And then you got other wrestlers onto the ladder when Raquel's like underneath. It's hard to explain. So basically there's a ladder there onto the bottom, I think it's the right bottom hand corner of the ring. And other women were onto the ladder itself, and Becky just did like a move off the top rope and onto the other competitors on that ladder. Same ladder with I think it was Asuka, Alexa, Liv, and probably Raquel. One more, and also later on you had Liv Morgan did like a sunflip powerbomb. I think it was on Lacey Evans. So try to keep it short and simple, folks. Otherwise, if I mention all the spots in this match, it'll take me a very long time. I'm trying to keep my reviews about 30 to 40 minutes, or maybe shorter than that. Anyway, so in the end, Becky is about to not live off. There was two ladders. One's tall, one's not so tall. It's about medium size. Becky trying to not live off that ladder, but Liv managed to stop it because she stopped it with placing her foot onto the top rope to like avoid she get knocked off the ladder. She managed to knock Becky off the ladder when it aimed towards the briefcase. Liv climbed the ladder, grabbed the briefcase, and Liv is Miss Money in the Bank holder. So I'll get more about Liv later on. It's the last time we see Liv on the show, but I thought Becky's going to win it because I said in my prediction video that Becky's going to win because Becky is the poster girl of the show. But unfortunately, one second, folks. Sorry, someone's doing I think they're doing like lawning the lawn. Anyway, so I thought she's gonna win this match, but unfortunately that's not the case. Liv was unpredictable, but like I said, we'll get to talk about more of Liv later on in this review. And then there was one segment later on the show. You had Alexa Bliss giving Lily, I think it was some presents. One give like a gift card, probably like a WWE Network card. I don't know why they're doing with this Lily doll. It's stupid because at this moment in time the Fiend is like finished. I can see the Bray Wyatt coming back, but I don't know. But why they done this on a pay-per-view that people spending a lot of money? Save it on Raw. So yeah, it was a good opener to kick off the pay-per-view. Like I said, not an all-time classic Money in the Bank ladder match. There have been better ones in the past. So moving on to the next match. So the next match, this is for the United States Championship of Austin Theory. I'm gonna call him Austin Theory. I'm not gonna that Theory. Yeah, shorten his name. That was stupid. Defending the United States title against Bobby Lashley. Okay match. It was okay. I thought it was gonna be a clusterfuck, but it wasn't. It was an okay match. There was one spot in this match, Lashley picked up Theory and kind of rammed him into the ring post. That was kind of sick. Theory had some moments, working on Lashley, so in the end, I think Theory was going for, was it the A downtown? But in the end, I think he hit Lashley with his own spear. That was it was a near fall. But in the end, he was going for his finisher, the A downtown, but Lashley counted into the Hurt Lock to win this match and win the United States Championship. It's for the best. I think Lashley winning it. I said in my review that if Lashley win the United States title, I feel like this is a demotion, but I hope not. Hope I can see him win another world title because he's still. I know he's like in his mid-40s, but he can still go. He's in good shape. He could probably win another world title, But anyway, so But yeah, it was a good win. It was a good win for Lashley. I think Theory's run as the United States champion. Yeah, I don't think it was getting over. I think he was handpicked by Vince McMahon. I think his push is so forced. I'll get. It's not the last time we see him on the show. Spoiler alert: he's in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. We'll get to the main event later on in his review. So yeah, it's a good win for Lashley. Hope he has a dominant run as the United States champion. I think he did one. I think it's the third time he won it because he won it his first U.S. title win was 2005, 2006, and then he won it again in 2020. About 15 years later when he was part of the Hurt Business, underrated faction in my opinion. I can see him having a dominant run, but I can see him. I don't think he's going to hold that belt much longer. He'll probably get like a 2-3 month reign. Probably drop it somewhere in the autumn, probably in September time. So moving on to the next match. So it's match number 3. By the way, there's technically 7 matches. We'll get to the 7th match later on in this review. So anyway, so the match number 3. This is for the Raw Women's Championship. Bianca Belair defending the belt against Carmella. This is the weak. I don't call it. Yeah, I don't really say it's a bad match. This is the weakest match of the show. Carmella was just there because Rhea Ripley got hurt. I wish Rhea a speedy recovery. If Rhea did came back, I think it's too soon to do this program between Bianca versus Rhea for the Raw Women's Championship. I'd rather save it at SummerSlam or Clash of the Castle, but not at Money in the Bank. That's my opinion. So the match between Bianca Belair and Carmella, it was okay. Actually, it was a weak match, but Carmella is not that good. I'm sorry. She did improve, but that's not saying too much. Her punches are weak. I think the only moves stand out for her. It's the Call to Silence. That was a good submission hold, but besides that, she ain't that great. In that video package, bringing up like she is a 2-time Money in the Bank holder. In reality, she only won it once because they replayed that match on SmackDown. Why she's 2-time? I don't want to get into it. Yeah, the Raw Women's, not Raw Women's title, the Women's Tag Team Championships. At this moment in time, it's a lost cause. I don't want to get into it. Yeah, bring up her accolades in that video package. But anyway, try to keep it short and simple. Yeah, you had she kind of worked on Bianca some periods of times in this match. Try to keep it short and simple, folks. In the end, Bianca won this match, hit Carmella with the KOD, that stands for the Kiss of Death, to win this match and retain the Raw Women's title. And afterwards, Carmella beat down Bianca. My gut feeling that they're going to set up a rematch at SummerSlam. I don't want to see that. And my fear that they're going to have Carmella winning the rematch, becoming the Raw Women's champion. I understand why. Yeah, I understand. Like you had, yeah, basically you had Corey Graves jizzing his knickers because I understand they're married, and yeah, they're now husband and wife. I get it, but I don't want to see Carmel winning another title in WWE. You know that was a mistake having her winning the SmackDown Women's title in 2018, and also becoming the first women to win that first women's Money in the Bank ladder match in 2017. That was stupid. She ain't that great. You know, I understand they're building new stars, but she ain't that good, man. So moving on to the next match. So next match, they say this is match of the night. I'm gonna believe them. This is match of the night. This is for the Unified Tag Team Championships. The Usos defending the belts against the Street Profits. Sorry, I'm stumbling, but match of the night. Like some parts of the match, the first half of the match, I was kind of like tuned off. It was a bit boring, but they kind of pick up the pace. There were a lot of tag team maneuvers, a lot of near finish. You know, like near pinfalls. I'm trying to say. It was a really compelling match. You know, there were "This is awesome" chants. You know, they said it in the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. This whole "This is awesome" chant is stupid. Not stupid, but it was a good chant, and now the chant's ruined. I don't want to get into it, but it's just ruined. They just kind of ruined one of the best chants in pro wrestling history. This is awesome, but it is an awesome match, by the way. It was a really good match. I think Usos hit there. I think they hit their finish, but the Street Profits did the near fall, a lot of near falls. You know, I think it was, I don't know who was that, Dawkins or Montez Ford. I think one did like a suicide dive. One did like a Pathman dive over the ring post. That was sick. I was like, holy crap, man! That is sick. You know, Michael Cole's jizzing his pants. Holy shit, that was a holy oh my god moment. Anyway, so yeah, it's Spot Festus. I don't want to get into it, but in the end, not in the end, but I think it was Ford or Dawkins. I think it was Ford, by the way. Hit the Made in Heaven? It's called. I think it was some kind of splash onto Jimmy or Jay, but that was a near fall. In the end, the Usos hit the I think it was called 1D. It's called. It's basically their version of the 3D onto was it Ford or Dawkins to win this match and retain the Unified Tag Team Championships. Almost forgot what they are. But there's major rumors that the Street Profits are breaking up. The rumors they broke up the Viking Raiders. I don't want to get into it. You know, they need more tag teams, man. They unified the tag team belts, cool, but they need more tag teams. This tag team division is still depleted. You know, WWE never had a great established tag team division for almost 20 plus years. You know, going back to the days of the Attitude Era, you had the Hardys, Edge and Christian, the Dudleys, APA. Tess and Albert, that was, I think they had an established tag team division, and then when the brand split Infected, you can tell it, like, split in half, they broke up tag teams. Yeah, you had the, like, transformation of tag teams, or hybrid tag teams, I like, World's Great Tag Team, like, Rated RKO. That's another story, another time. I'm rambling, but I'm getting off topic, but beside that, what's the next challenges for the Usos? I think it's gonna be Usos RK Bro, the rematch what they did on SmackDown in April. This time at SummerSlam. That's next month. So moving on to that was match number 4. So match number 5. By the way, there's 7 matches. By the way. So match number 5. This is for the Raw Women's Championship. Not Raw Women's Championship, the SmackDown Women's Championship. My apologies. So anyway, so we got Rowdy Ronda Rousey defending the belt against Natalya. Okay match. It was an okay match. Wasn't terrible, but at the same time wasn't fantastic. Nothing must see. It was chain wrestling, technical style wrestling. It got really boring. I feel like there's one more of the match, Natalya telling like some fans or even like the commentating to shut up. You had like Ronda locking the ankle lock onto Natalya, but yeah, it was too much of grappling wrestling, then Natalya hit like a was it her discus clothesline, but yeah, nothing much. The ending was starting to be low. It picked up it kind of picked up the second gear, but anyway, Natalia locked in the sharpshooter onto Ronda. This was near the ring apron. That was kind of a rope break anyway, but my gut feeling like, oh Jesus, they're gonna do a rematch at SummerSlam. Don't want to do that. I don't want to see that. But in the end, so basically Ronda countered the sharpshooter attempt by Natalia. Natalia kind of hit her head onto the ring post. That was kind of like a sick spot, not sick spot, but kind of like, boy, it's just like she took that third on that ring post. How the hell she's not knocked out? But in the end, Ronda managed to lock in the armbar onto Natalia to make her tap out. Won this match, retained the SmackDown Women's Championship, and then suddenly we got Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan, cashing her Money in the Bank briefcase, and yeah, we got Ronda versus Liv, the SmackDown Women's Championship. You had Ronda trying to lock in the ankle lock onto Liv Morgan, making her tapping out, but in the end she rolled up Ronda to win this match and win the SmackDown Women's Championship. So Liv won it for the first time. I think this is her first Women's Championship in her career. I don't think she won a single title in her career. I think she was, she's younger. She's the same age as me. She's 28, but yeah, I'll get to more of that shortly. So. And afterwards you had basically Ronda Liv hug. I thought it's gonna be a heel turn. I think my gut feeling they're gonna take the title off Liv probably at SummerSlam, probably at Clash of the Castle. They're not gonna give Liv a lengthy run, but anyway, I'm gonna speak about Liv before moving on to the next match. So they give Liv a good chance. I think they give Liv Liv's been in the company about what was it, 2016? Maybe before that, maybe 2015. So about 6, 7, 8 years in the company. She busted her ass to get what she is. She got what made her what she is. Sorry, I'm stumbling by the way. She busted her ass to get what she is. Get to that point. I don't know, they booked her like a loser in the last few months. The last few years. Yeah, they give her that stupid storyline with the whole. To do this lesbian storyline between her and Lana, that's stupid. It's PG. Don't want to get into it, but yeah, they both. I think she kind of pay her dues to society. Her days in NXT, go to the main roster in 2017, part of the Riot Squad. Don't want to get into it. She's the only Riot Squad member in the company left because Sarah Logan's gone, Ruby Riot's gone. Now she's in AEW. She just won it. Won the title because. I don't think she won these. Yeah, I don't think she won the women's tag team titles. The only title. Yeah, I think this is her only, so far her first and only title she got. She might win more in years to come if she stays in the company. But congrats to Liv, man. I think my gut feeling they're not gonna give her a lengthy run with the title. I think she's going to drop the belt. My gut feeling they're going to do a Ronda Rousey rematch at SummerSlam. Probably Ronda's going to regain the title. I think Ronda's I think it's very she won the title in June. Not June. She won the title in April at WrestleMania Backlash. No, I think it was May. No, May. Sorry, my apologies. May. And she held the belt for 2 months. I think her run was a bit disappointing. Her run was disappointing. I think it has to do with her character. She was a babyface. I think Ronda was better off as a heel. Or an anti-hero type of character, but I don't think it's her. I think it might be her, might be booking or the scripted promos. It's not really doing her favors. Sorry, I'm stumbling, speaking too fast by the way. But yeah, she's not doing any favors with her current character. I think her turn heel will be the right direction. I think she might be a good heel. You can put her it'd be cool to have her and Heyman as her mouthpiece because she's not really a good talker. She's got a good submission hold, but I don't want to see her dropping the belt. Liv Morgan. There's two worst scenarios for her. She can end up dropping the women's title to Ronda at SummerSlam, or dropping the women's title to Charlotte Flair. She's coming back. Subsequently she injured her arm, but in reality she might injure her arm. But in reality, she's married to Andrade, honeymoon. We don't know when Charlotte's coming back. We don't even know what Bailey's coming back. You know, it's funny, like she's winning the she won the SmackDown Women's title, but at the same time she's on the Raw brand. You can tell that the second brand split is finished. It's done. It's finito. Finito. So anyway, so moving on. Yeah, that's my spiel on Liv Morgan. Congrats to Liv Morgan, you know, winning the title after spending years in WWE. You know, but anyway, let's move on to the main event, by the way. So, moving on to the men's Money in the Bank ladder match to climax this pay-per-view. The competitors in this Money in the Bank ladder match for the men: Sheamus, Drew McIntyre, Seth freaking Rollins, Sami Zayn, Omos, Riddle, Madcap Moss, who just won a battle royal. Not a battle royal. I think he won a last chance match on SmackDown the previous night. And we got Theory added to the last minute. So the match was good. You know, I think the women's match was a bit better than the men's. That's my opinion. Yeah, nothing. Actually, I'm gonna put it in the okay. We'll get to my final ratings in the end of this review. Okay match. This is the problem with the men and the women's Money in the Bank ladder match of the show. It's not like an all-time classic. You know, I feel like there's no risk and crazy bumps. Like the one more of the match, you had like 2 moments actually. You had Sheamus and Drew doing the whole, you know, typical Sheamus is like punching, you know, doing like clotheslining his opponent's chest, banging the opponent's chest 10 times. He did it the same, you know, because I don't know, like, yeah, no crazy spots. You had like 8 competitors beating down Omos and kind of did like an 8-man powerbomb onto Omos through the announce table. Yeah, you got the holy shit chance, but and also there's funny moment. We'll get back to the tag team title match. You know, the Street Profits did the suck it chance towards the Usos 8 times, so forgot to mention that. But anyway, so Riddle did like an arcade bro. I think he did the floating bro off the ladder. Did an arcade bro off the ladder. I don't know who, probably Rollins or something. I'm not too sure on that. In the end, Theory got the victory, climbed the ladder, won the briefcase. Why are they doing this? I don't get it. You know, if I guarantee, if Theory cash in the briefcase and snap Roman's title reign, I think his reign will gonna flop. Like his United States title reign is basically a flop at this moment in time. It's flopped. You know, yeah, he lost the United States title to Lashley earlier of the night. You know, basically he's got the last laugh, but I don't see him winning the world titles. I think it's like, it'll basically be like a mid-carder holding the world title. You know, he's not that quite there yet. You know, he's over pushed, overexposed. He's not quite there yet. You know, he's only 24. I thought he was older, but no, he's in his early 20s. So yeah, I think Roman will still beat Theory if he's going to cash in the briefcase. I don't want to see Roman dropping it to Theory. I don't mind like a Drew or not Lesnar. I don't mind a Drew McIntyre. You know, I think Drew should have won it in my opinion, because he hadn't really won the title for almost 18 months. You know, like he dropped the title to the Miz at the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view of last year. I think that was the last pay-per-view before, you know, the whole, you know, when WWE did the partnership to Peacock. So anyway, so yeah, I think it's the wrong person who won it. I rarely go with Drew. Seth Rollins, I don't want Rollins being there, done that. Same as Sheamus. Drew, who's like probably should have. I know he doesn't really need the briefcase, but in reality, I can see Drew snapping Roman's title reign in half. You know, if they're gonna do that match down the road. You know, they haven't feud yet. You know, that'll be cool. That'll be good to watch in the future. So anyway, so my final rating for the 2022 Money in the Bank pay-per-view, I'll give it a 7 out of 10. This was a decent show. Not a great show. I think like the reason why it suffered has to do, like, this show took place 1 week after AEW's New Japan's Forbidden Door pay-per-view. You know, I haven't really seen it. I heard it was good. But yeah, I need to go back. I will promise I'll do some AEW reviews in the future. Probably all outs in August, September time. Stay tuned for that. You know, I forgot to review Double or Nothing, and also watch it period. But anyway, so like The bad, you had the women's title match. It was not never say a bad match, but it was a filler match. You know, Carmella versus Bianca Belair for the Raw Women's Championship. Theory winning the briefcase was really in the bad. That was the wrong choice, but the okay is the okay. Like Theory Lashley, that was an okay match. Ronda Natalia for the SmackDown Women's Championship was an okay match. The men's Money in the Bank ladder match, I'll put it in the okay as well. I think it was a weaker match than the women's Money in the Bank ladder match from the opener. But yeah, it was not really any crazy risk. It was an okay match, but I didn't feel the 5. This is going to be, you know, I'm really outplayed the women's ladder match from earlier. But the good is the good. I like the women's Money in the Bank ladder match. I like the tag team title match, and also I like Liv winning the title. You know, they're giving her a chance. You know, but my fear that she's gonna drop it sooner. Hope not, but anyway, that's my spiel on it. But anyway, so I hope you enjoyed my review of WWE Money in the Bank 2022. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, click the like, click the bell, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. And this is the Central Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks. That's my review of Money in the Bank 2022. I give it a thumb in the middle. You know, it wasn't a bad show, but at the same time, wasn't a great must-see show. But it was a fun, decent show to watch.